Hello and welcome to Zesty Yoga. My name is Jessica. Today we are going to find some twists and turns to help with our digestion. So we're going to find a comfortable seated position on our mat. Legs can be crossed or extended, whatever feels best for you. Just finding that place where you can start to ground down through your hips and find that connection with the earth. And then from there, starting to stack the spine nice and tall so that everything in the torso has plenty of room to move around. We'll find a little extra length up through the neck. Notice if you're lifting your chest so the front of your neck is getting a little extra stretched, or if the chest is coming a little closer down towards the chin's coming a little closer to the chest. We want to keep it neutral so both sides of the neck stay nice and long. And we're going to find a few deep breaths because our good digestion basics starts with our breath. So go ahead, take a nice long deep inhale. Nice long deep exhale. And we're going to find some even breath. So we want the inhale to be the same length as the exhale, and just allow it to be continuous. The inhale turns into the exhale exhale turns into the inhale. So we'll start with, I guess, a count of 4. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing on with this pattern. Counting for yourself. And then if you notice that this feels like you're really starting to strain that breath at the top or bottom, lessen the count. Bring it down to 3. If you feel like you can stretch out even longer, maybe you go to 5 or 6. One more like this. Keeping that length, so counting it in for your full count, and then hold at the top for 1 beat. And then exhale, letting it go for the same amount of time that you inhaled. Hold at the bottom, pause. Now inhale for that count. Hold at the top. Exhale. So we're just adding a little pause at the top and the bottom. Two more cycles of breath like this. And then we're returning back to that fluid breath, that counted fluid breath. So finding your way back there, just taking out those pauses at the top and the bottom of the breath. Getting comfortable with it once more. And then bring your focus to your nose. Feel the breath as it enters. And feel the breath as it leaves. Bring your awareness to the back of your throat, feeling the breath as it moves down. And up. Notice into the chest. How does the breath feel here? Notice into the belly, feeling the breath expand into the belly, and the belly gently pulling and contract. Keeping your focus in your belly, take 3 more breaths. Last one. Beautiful. Next inhale, go ahead and reach your arms up high. Find a little bit more length in the spine. Our twisting always originates with a nice long spine, so you create that stretch, that space in between the vertebrae, and we rotate from there. So feel your belly button start to rotate towards your right knee, and the heart follows that, and then maybe the shoulders can go a little bit further, and then that right hand comes gently down behind you, not leaning back. We stay nice and tall and lengthened. Go ahead and bring that left hand down to the knee. And then find those slow counted breaths, 2 here, focusing in on that belly. Beautiful. Next inhale brings it back to center. Find that stretch, that extension through the spine. And then we originate the twist from the belly. So the belly button twists towards the left knee, the heart rotates, and then the shoulders might find a little bit deeper. Left hand behind you, right hand onto the knee. Slow, deep breaths, focusing that breath in onto the belly. Next inhale, reach it back up to center. And exhale, bring it down. Find your tabletop. And we're just going to find some cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly down. Feel that stretch across the entire front of the body. So tailbone reaches up, the chest opens up, and then the exhale arches the back, little scared cat. Inhale, drop the belly down. Exhale, arch the back. One more. And exhale. Go ahead and find your way back to your neutral spine, and we're going to let the hips kind of swing to the right, and the gaze looks right, but feel your ribs, your belly reach to the left. So we're getting a side stretch along the left side. And then we'll switch it out. So the hips reach over to the left, gaze goes left, but the belly, the ribs reach over to the right. Nice. Bring it back to center. And then allow the belly to just kind of rotate around, finding a lot of movement in the spine. And then neutral spine, tabletop. We're going to step the right foot forward, finding our low lunge. If you want to tuck the back toes, lift that back knee, you can do that. You can leave it down. But we're going to leave the left hand down. Right hand comes up onto the front thigh. And we're going to extend forward through the spine. So again, we want to find the extension, the separation in the vertebrae. And then feel your belly button start to rotate towards the top of that right thigh. The heart follows that, and then maybe the shoulders open up even more. Notice if that front knee starts to fall away from you. See if you can keep it hugged in close to you. And then maybe the top arm starts to reach up. See how deep you can get that breath. So we're contracting, we're twisting into the belly. So you're not going to get as deep as full belly breaths as you would when we're sitting nice and tall. But we want to maintain that length in the spine so that we can fill up with breath as much as we can. Go ahead and lower that hand down. And we'll step the foot back. And then find a cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, neutral spine. Left foot steps forward. Again, back knee can stay down, knee can lift. You decide where you want your lunge to be. Right hand plants onto the floor. If the floor is too low for you, you can grab on a block or books and just lift it up a little bit higher. Sometimes that frees you up, gives you more space to find more length in the spine. So left hand onto the front thigh, and then extend the heart forward a little bit. Find that length in the spine first, and then the belly button starts to rotate. The heart starts to rotate, and maybe the shoulders rotate a little bit more, and then maybe the top arm reaches up. And breathing slow. If you want to tent into the fingertips, if that feels like it gives you a little bit more space, feels a little better for me on this side, you can do that. And go ahead and lower it down. Step it back. Cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to step it forward, coming to a forward fold. We're just going ragdoll here for a moment. So soften into the knees, belly onto the thighs, hands grab onto opposite elbows, just a little sway side to side. Releasing the neck, releasing the face. And then go ahead and find a half lift. Hands can stay on the floor, come to your shins, come to your thighs. Long spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach it all the way up tall, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then we're going to bring the hands onto the lower back as the shoulders snuggle onto our back. Feel your tailbone reach down. Gently shift the hips forward as you extend the heart up towards the sky. Little back bend. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. Bring it back up straight. And soften, release the arms. Little twist side to side. Let your gaze follow side to side so the twist gets all the way up into the neck. And then slowly bring it back to center. We're going to step the feet wide because we're going to find our low malasana squat. Toes are turned out a little wider than the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. And as you exhale, slide them down to heart center, start to bend into the knees. And we're going to go as low as we can go. So maybe you're stopped halfway. You feel that tailbone grow heavy. You're long into the spine. You're hugging the belly in. You're opening the knees up. Maybe you can go a little deeper. That's really going to work on those quads. Or maybe you can sink it all the way in. Maybe you hold it here or you put a block or books underneath of you to provide a little bit of support. But again, find that length up through the spine. Breathing slow and deep. And then we're just going to gently lower ourselves all the way down onto our seat and find our way onto our backs. And from there, leaving the knees, we're not hugging the knees in, we're leaving the knees away so we have space, but just find a little sway side to side so you get that little massage into the lower back. And then last twist, the knees are going to drop over to the left. Maybe that left hand rests on top of the knees, just adding to the twist. But again, we want to find that length. So feel that top hip kind of press away from you, creating space between the hip and that rib, that lower rib. And feel the belly button trying to pull towards the ceiling or pull opposite of the knees. Softening the shoulders down. You can reach that arm out if that feels good. But again, breathe into that belly. slow, deep breath. Last two. And soften and draw your knees back up. You can find that little sway side to side if that feels good on your spine, just kind of resetting, neutralizing. And then we find it on the other side. Knees fall over to the right. And think about creating that length in the spine so that the hip reaches away, creating space in between the lower rib and the hip. And then the belly button pulls opposite of the knees. The heart follows. The shoulders can open a little bit more if that feels good. And breathing into the belly. So we're contracting into the left side of the body here, which is where the descending side of the colon is. So we contract, we twist the right side first, the ascending, and then we contract, we twist the left, the descending. So you're going to gently draw those knees back to center. You can find a little rock side to side. Go ahead and lower the feet down. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Fill the belly, fill the chest. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And when you're ready, gently finding your way back to your seat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms touch. Close your eyes, taking this moment to cultivate that feeling of gratitude. That gratitude towards your body, and all that's able to do. Gratitude towards yourself, taking care of yourself. And of course, I wish to express my own gratitude to you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Till we meet on our mats again, namaste.